Hello guys, it's ChowMaster100. Today I'm going to be reviewing the speed set from Beyblade Burst, and first up here, I guess I'll start with the Wild Wyvern. So yeah, out of the three bays. First I'll start with the driver of it, which is yielding, and it looks really like a neon red, which is kind of weird. Also black here for the POM plastic. Infinity, here it is. It is red. It's kind of just there. Lastly, we have the layer, which is Wild Wyvern. Nice and white, but the teeth on this thing are just terrible. So yeah. Putting it together, you can just hear the teeth are not great. So yeah. Alright, and we'll do a spin test. Now this thing, it's not really... Okay, it's not good because Wild Wyvern is not that great of a layer because it bursts so easily. Infinity is just really a disc. There's definitely things that you could use that would be better. It's just kind of there. Yielding, I think yielding is actually pretty good. So the driver of this thing is actually solid. So yeah. I don't know what else to really say. Luckily it seems like it's losing spin here. So hopefully it loses spin because I don't know what to talk about this guy. There's really nothing else to say. Anytime now. Alright, there we go. It's starting to fall. Finally. Alright, so that was that. Next up, I will go over Kaiser Kerbeus, so I'll go over the driver first, which is a black Orbit, and this driver is just... Orbit is just amazing. Like, honestly, a free spinning ball is just great. It can scrape though, which is kind of a problem sometimes, but overall this thing is just so good. Painted disc, which is a blue down, and down, honestly, I haven't really seen down too much. I think it's a decent disc, I just haven't seen it around that much. Kaiser Kerbeus is definitely one of the better layers, especially it's probably one of the best defense layers in my opinion here. Clear yellow. The teeth on it, they're not the best, but at the same time, it's a defense layer. Defense layers really never really have the best teeth, so yeah. So, just kind of listen. They're alright. Nothing too great though. I'll go and spin test this guy. He'll probably last a while though. Yeah, but overall, I don't know. I haven't seen down all that much in competitive play, so I don't know. I always thought it was a decent disc, though. Kaiser Kerbeus itself, I think, is one of the better defense layers, at least before the God Tours came out. But as far as defense layers go, I mean, this definitely outclasses Wyvern by a long shot, because Wyvern just bursts at anything. But this thing's actually quite solid. Could be worse. Definitely could be worse. So it's not bad. Orbit, I'm just starting out. The driver of this thing, Orbit, it's top tier. Like, it's easily top tier. Before the God's Tears came out, it was basically just that and Revolve. I guess Extreme as well. And even Trans, you could possibly say it's top tier since it's Trans and has two modes. But I don't know. I don't even know about that. But I know Extreme, Revolve, and this Orbit are definitely top tier. Alright, there goes that. And now we get to the last bay of this set, which will be Psychic Phantom. So first up, the driver is weight, pale yellow. Metal ball, I've already gone over weight. I'll talk about it as it spins, I guess, to give something else to talk about. Polish, new disc of the set. So yeah, and there's the layer, which is Psychic Phantom. And the teeth. The teeth on this thing are so bad. Just watch. Yeah. They're not too great. Anyway, go ahead and spin and test this thing. Alright, so this thing, overall, weight, I never really thought weight was the greatest driver. honestly, it's a metal ball, and typically anything metal, it's gonna get knocked around easier, which is the issue, because metal doesn't get as much traction, but the good thing about metal is it, well, doesn't have as much traction, but at the same time, it does spin longer because it has less traction. So honestly, just use orbit, because orbit will give you a lot more spin, because the ball technically isn't even connected, so it's just a better thing than weight. But weight isn't the worst thing. Polish doesn't really need to be a thing. It's just kind of a worse version of Magnum or Jerk. So yeah, I don't really think polish is all that good. Psychic Phantom, it bursts like at everything, so it's not the best. But anyways, that's really all to say about this thing. So I'll also let it finish up spinning. So yeah, anyways, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.